In this video, I'm going to explain about how to find out imaginary equations for imaginary roots. It's quite easy. I'll tell you. I'll give you a bit idea about it. Here I'm how to solve a quadratic equation with imaginary roots. Okay, so how we're gonna find out? In my previous video, I showed that how we're gonna find out it's imaginary or not. Okay, so first thing I have to check is that first we should know the formula. Yeah, so this is the formula for finding out the roots. Anyway, so first we have to check that what are the roots. Roots are real or imaginary. So we can apply this formula b square minus 4ac, that which is the discriminant. Okay, this is the discriminant. Okay, so discriminant is quite easy. So now if this is a discriminant, if it is less than 0, if it's less than 0 it's imaginary, if it's greater than 0 it's real, and if it's equal to 0 that means it has real but equal roots. Okay, so now let me check. So b here is 1, so 1 minus 4 into 1 into 9, so this is 36. We can easily see that this is 36, so 1 minus 36 would be minus 35. Yeah, exactly, minus 35. So minus 35 is the value of the discriminant. That means it's an real equation. That means it's an sorry. That means it's an. I'm sorry. That means it's an imaginary equation, as it's less than 0. The value of this is less than 0, so it's an imaginary equation. So imaginary equation, to solve an imaginary equation, to solve and find the roots of an imaginary root, find the imaginary root. As the value of discriminant is less than 0, that means it's having imaginary roots. So how are we going to find value for imaginary roots? I'll tell you. We have to implement complex roots, complex number. We have to use complex number here. So b is minus 1 plus plus minus, applying the formula above, b is 1 minus 36 and 2a is 1 here, so 2. That means we have something like this here, root 35 minus 35 root 35 by 2. Now I'll tell you something about complex numbers if you don't know about it. Always remember that I is root minus 1. Okay, I is applied for the imaginary part. So what would be I square here? I square here, it would be minus 1. It's quite easy, isn't it? So I will tell you this right now, and in my further videos I will tell you about the complex numbers with more in detail about complex numbers, so don't worry about it. Okay, anyways, so I'll tell you is this. So minus 1 plus minus so here it will be something like 35 into minus 1. You can see here the negative sign, so we can write something like this: 35 into I square. Yeah, you get me right. Yeah, so that's quite easy now. Now it's quite easy. By 2. So now this is how we're going to do it. Now you get something like I'll use erase a bit to erase this. Yeah, so now it's quite easy now. As you can see here is so now what you're gonna do is minus 1 plus minus 35 I by 2. Okay, so now it's minus 1 minus 35 I by 2 and minus 1 plus 35 I by 2. So here we get two values, as we know that this plus, first we use this plus, and forget minus 1 plus 35i, we get this value, and the other time we use the negative value and we get this value. Yeah, so that's how we're gonna solve the quadratic equation with imaginary roots. Okay, so thank you. This is the answer. I hope this video is helpful, and wait for my further videos, and please subscribe for my channel. Yeah, thank you.